I will be showing you how to make one of the most delicious tilapia baked fish. The simplest way, easy, no stress, nothing. Please just watch me. Hello guys, welcome to the Meat of Harvest by Daniel Court. Today I'll be showing you how to make tilapia. So first of all, let's cook together as we prepare the gravy, and the rest you'll see as we cook. Thank you. So these onions are produced from my farm. We have a couple of them. I had a lot of harvest today. So this is produced in my small backyard garden in a very small space. So as the saying goes, the garden doesn't lie. Continue watching. So I'm cutting the onions into small pieces so that I can prepare the gravy. Onions look so fresh and very nice. Let's cut. So I'll be using a lot of onions. Just done doing the last bits. This is making tilapia made simple. So remember, this is whole tilapia. I'll be making whole tilapia, the one that has got bones. So watch me as I cook. Okay, so the onions are good, ready. So as the onions are getting ready, I'll start by adding some little bit of olive oil in my pot. And then straight away we'll add the onions so that they start cooking. So I'm trying to make this tilapia meal as simple as possible. And I don't want you guys to stress yourself by so those are the onions that are cooking, and now I'm gonna cut the tomatoes. These tomatoes were produced from my small garden. This year tomatoes didn't do really well because of as I told you, my friend groundhog. So right now everything is done in the garden and is now feasting on the remaining tomatoes. So this year I've learned the hard way. I've learned that I should be planting things that groundhog doesn't like. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do next year. Right? So I'll be cutting the onion, cutting the tomatoes. They are really ripe. I have a bunch of them here that are not ripe yet. These were just harvested this morning. So guys, the garden doesn't lie. anything that you put in the garden, you give it the right condition, water, organic manure, you'll be fine. So this is what I got this morning from my garden, and also the onions that I got from my garden. Let's continue watching, see the way I'm doing the tomato. Made easy by Demi at the Tomato Harvest. So this is just to help people who are having problem in knowing the recipes for making tilapia. So tilapia is a very easy meal to make. You can take them in form of a fillet. You take them with the bones, but normally I like doing the bone ones because I like, you know, sipping that nice gravy that goes between the bones. That is the thing that really excites me most. So here I am, push it a little bit next to me, trying to make the onions be soft. Right, as the onions get ready, I will be cutting the green pepper. This one also, the capsicum, I got it from the garden. They didn't do very well, but at least I got a few. So I remove this inner part. I don't like cooking with it, unless it's kind of, some people cook with them when they're making stews, but I normally just like removing them. So cut them into half, remove this, cut them into stripes, long. I'm just trying to make everything ready so that when I start baking, I'll just do it within a minute, so that you don't take a lot of time. So I'm trying to cook something that is less time consuming, and yeah. So the green pepper or capsicum is done. Still stirring. My onions are getting a little bit tender. I really don't want them to be very soft because remember I'm gonna bake them. So I really don't want them to be very soft, but at least they should form that kind of, you know, that softness is all that I need. So I will be putting, I'll be adding tomatoes. Tomato. Hey. That. Oh my god, very nice, very nice. Alright, so after when the tomato is cooking, I'll be doing my spring onion. This one also was produced from my corner garden. The other part of it I've cut and it is still growing in my pot over there, which I will plant indoors. But this is what I got from the garden. And I'm so proud of myself. Eh? It's good to be proud of yourself. Yeah. So spring onion you can grow easily. Just buy them at any local store. Cut the lower section, the roots, plant, and eat the remaining part. And even if you're harvesting, you can just try to cut the onion just from the base, and it will grow up again. So you don't have to harvest everything. I like the smell of spring onion. Cutting spring onion, guys. It's very easy. Just take the instruction, watch closely, and make sure you do this at home. Practice it. Leave a comment. You can ask me questions if you want. I'll be able to answer you how to make one nice spicy nice tilapia. But remember, this is baked. So at this stage, I will be adding some little bit of black pepper. Yeah. For those who don't like pepper, it is optional. And then I'll be adding a little bit of garlic powder. That is done. And then I'll be doing paprika. Just to give it some little bit of color. Alright, then stir. Stir it really well. And it is cooking very nicely with a very nice aroma. Oh my god, this is killing me. This is good. Alright, so I'm done with that. And then remember, some little bit of seasoning with salt. Don't put a lot. And I also have some pepper too. And this spice comes from East Africa. It is known as roiko. So I'll add some little bit of roiko. You can buy this roiko in Amazon. It's there. You can buy it. Very nice spice. For those who live in East Africa, very nice spice. Then you stir everything together. Okay. You're almost there, guys. Almost there. Yeah, so with that, now I'll be adding this one here, the capsicum, and I will be adding also the spring onions. We're almost getting there, guys. Continue watching. Yeah. This is tilapia. Tilapia day, using some of the produce that I harvested from my farm. From my small kitchen, I call them kitchen garden or a backyard garden or a tiny garden, whichever name that anybody can call it. But I call it tiny backyard garden because I don't have a lot of space. So that is exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so almost there guys. So I'm reducing my heat. So we are done with that. So I'm gonna clean my chopping board. Make it really nice. Guys, look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm gonna use. Continue watching. So I have my fish here, nicely cleaned, very clean. So I will remove the fish one by one, and I want you to see what I'm doing. Let me adjust the camera. Right, cleaning as I cook. So this is the tilapia fish. So I will try to make some stripes, some lines. Yeah. The reason for these lines is just to make sure that all the ingredients you're trying to add gets into the meat, tilapia meat, whatever it is. I like removing this part of tilapia. This is the gill area. I like slicing them off, you know, to give it space so that everything that you're cooking goes into the fish. So guys, for those who don't know tilapia and those who don't know how to purchase the right tilapia, when you're buying tilapia, make sure you check the gills. If the gills are red hot or really red, that one means the tilapia is fresh. But if you find the gills are really dull and they appear a little bit soft, that tilapia is not fresh. So this is something that I'm trying to show people who don't know how to select tilapia. Make sure that the gills here are very fresh and very red in color. And then the texture of the tilapia is kind of soft, not when you press it with your finger, it doesn't dip in. That means that fish is smelling fresh. Good. So next, so now we are actually now doing the real stuff, and the real stuff involved now. Since we put some little salt there, I will also add more salt on this a little bit. Just a little. Some little salt on both sides. Make sure it goes inside the small cuttings that you did. Okay. And after that, I'm checking whether there's something here. There's nothing. It's clean. I already washed it very clean. All right. Then that tilapia is ready. So what I'll now do is to get foil pepper. Remember, we are baking them. So when you're baking tilapia, I normally like doing it individually. So the reason why I'm doing individual fish just one at a time is because at times you don't want to eat everything. So maybe you want to eat 2-3 people, and then you just take the one that has been wrapped in one package of foil, and you consume and you leave other for other people to eat, so that you don't like mix stuff all over. So being organized is a very good thing. Even when you're cooking, make sure that's my style. So if you have a style, you can also share with me. I bake one tilapia individually. I don't bake them all in the same same baking dish, but in the same baking dish, but I pack them individually. So this is what I'll be doing. So I'll put another layer because I'll just add and put them right inside. Okay, after I put some there, and then others I'll put them on top. I'll kind of try and put some under it. guys, you are seeing the tilapia is ready to be wrapped. You just want to see. Look at the tilapia. Looks very nice. So after that, I will wrap the tilapia. That is just one tilapia. Guys, continue watching. Meanwhile, I will be putting my oven ready so that when I finish everything goes to the oven. So I'm putting the oven on, and I'll make it 380. So my oven will be on at 380. That is a heat I'll be using to bake my bake the fish. So this one is ready. Maybe I can add another piece of foil so I can make sure it is all around really nice. Okay, that one is ready. So I'm going to the second one. I'll take the fish here, tilapia, already washed. And then as I told you, have to remove I like removing the gills cover here. I remove it, cut it really nice. So as I told you, this tilapia is being cooked for my friends living in Worcester. So tomorrow I will surprise them with a meal. I'll be there in the morning. I know some of them will be sleeping by that time because they're from work. But when I get in, I'll make sure that when they wake up, they'll have tilapia that is already prepared for them. Alright? Just continue watching, guys. So I'll be splitting it up, making some lines, deep lines. Make sure the lines are deep, but don't cut all the way. Just make the lines deep. This one is mainly to make sure that everything that you make, all the ingredients sips right inside the tilapia meat. So when you put it on, just smear it on top, it will not penetrate. So the reason why I'm cutting this is to make sure all the ingredients get really inside the tilapia. Alright. So that is what I'm doing. And then remember, I put some salt here, and that is not enough because tilapia tend to, it is difficult for the salt to penetrate. So some of the reason why I cut the line is also to make sure that the salt that I put earlier on penetrates the tilapia really nice. So just do this, sprinkle a little bit of salt, guys, when you're making tilapia. And remember what I told you, make sure that the tilapia you buy in the fish market is very fresh. And by knowing that the tilapia is fresh, it's checking the color of the gills. If the gills are red, that is good tilapia. But if the gills are not red, like a little bit blackish or something like that, that fish is not fresh, don't buy it. And also try to dip your hands a little bit on the skin of the fish like this. If it is if you got a pit in it when you're trying to press on it, that fish is not right. So make sure the fish is firm with very nice red gills like this one here. So that one is already sprinkled with salt. So I'm now getting my my foil pepper ready for the fish. It's very interesting. So this is the simplest way to make nice gravy baked fresh tilapia. So I'll put some down. The reason why I'm putting some down is that this mixture down is that whichever side somebody opens, we'll always get the gravy. So I'm smearing some at the base, then putting that on top, and then I will add some. Bunch of it on top. Hey viewers, just look at this. Look, 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 look. Nice. So I will seal it, cover it nicely, nicely, nicely. My salt pepper is a tiny one, but that one doesn't need a So this is ready for the oven. Now I'm doing the last one. The last piece of tilapia. I almost forgot. So first of all, you have to cut it. This one has to go what do you call it? Water. So you can dry the water if you want. Cover and edge of the gills. Gill cover. I don't know how it's called. Right, but I'm using the simplest term possible so that anybody can understand. Okay. The structure that covers the gill. So you cut it, slice it, fillet nothing to the bones. So the reason why I told you the bones, when they are properly cooked and you're eating the meat, and you have to remove those soup that are between the bones. Oh my God. It is very, very nice. So put some salt between the bones that are sliced. Now the gill section. The salt really nice, and then take the foil pepper, good. Then I will be taking this, putting it down here, smearing it at the base. Guys, learn this and ask me questions. I'm ready to answer your questions. Okay. And then ask for the one that is done. This is the tilapia. I'll put it at the base, and then now put everything on top. Alright, guys. See? Put everything on top. Some at the opening around the gill section. You can also put some so that the fish is well nicely covered. This one has gotten a lot of I think because it was the last one, firstborns are always lucky. So you see the way this fish has gotten a lot of onions and everything that I made for the gravy. We are getting there. Almost done. Easy. No stress, no sweat. Then you take your baking tray and put your tilapia nicely. So the tilapia is ready and the oven is almost heating at 380. So as soon as the oven heats, I will put the tilapia in the oven, and that is it. So guys, continue subscribing to my video channel. YouTube channel is known as The Mito Harvest by Demi Akoth. I harvest plants from my garden and use them to cook some of the simple